Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real English Talks. We are ready for a great session today.
Hello, Gracie. I am so happy to be here. The energy in the studio feels wonderful today.
Me too, Alex. We have a fantastic topic. We are talking about new beginnings and fresh starts.
Yes, starting fresh. I absolutely love that concept. It makes me feel excited about everything.
I love the concept too, but I need concrete action. What does starting fresh mean for you physically?
For me, starting fresh means cleaning my desk first. It's a very visible physical action.
Cleaning your desk. That is a great, simple idea. I usually think too big, like I must change my entire life.
Exactly. We must start small. I clean the desk, and I clean my phone. I delete old photos.
Cleaning the phone is important. I always forget that step. I want to start my day better this week.
That is the perfect goal. How do you want to start your day better? What is the actual first thing you do?
The first thing is drinking water. I want to drink 2 glasses immediately when I wake up.
That is so healthy. I want to wake up and not check my email first. Email is a distraction.
Oh, the email distraction. That is a terrible habit to leave behind. It steals your focus instantly.
It really does steal my time. I want to use simple sentences in the morning, like, "Good morning, world."
That is a much better way to begin. I want to make my bed every day. It makes the room look clean.
That is a simple action that gives a big reward. Making the bed is a simple win.
It is a simple win. We need those little victories, right? It sets the tone for the rest of the day.
It totally sets the tone. I noticed that when my space is organized, my thoughts are organized too.
I'm the complete opposite. My space can be messy, but my brain is still working perfectly.
Really? See, we're different and that's okay. But how do you find things in the morning?
I usually know where my keys are. They are always on the small table by the door.
That's good organization. I need to put things in the same place every time. I need repetition.
Repetition creates a habit. What is one habit you want to leave behind this time?
I want to leave behind staying up too late. I usually stay up till 1 a.m. watching TV shows.
Oh no, that means you wake up tired. I want to leave behind hitting the snooze button on my alarm.
That snooze button is dangerous. We need to get up the first time the alarm rings.
Yes, we need to jump out of bed. I want to feel energized from the moment I stand up.
Feeling energized is the best feeling. I want to start reading a physical book instead of reading on my tablet.
That is a wonderful change. I love the smell of a new book. It feels very fresh.
It feels completely different. We're talking about small changes that make life better.
Exactly. We are focusing on simple actions that listeners can try tomorrow morning.
Listeners, we want you to try one new simple thing, one simple change.
Change doesn't have to be massive. It can be something as small as changing your coffee mug.
Oh, changing the mug. That's a great idea for a fresh perspective. I use the same blue mug every day.
Try a red mug. It's a different color and it feels like a new beginning for your morning coffee.
I will definitely try that. I want to hear what our listeners are changing. What are they starting fresh?
That is the perfect question for them to answer. We want to know what they are leaving behind and what they are starting.
We are excited to read your comments about your new habits. What are you starting fresh?
Think about the small, concrete steps. We love simple sentences and clear words.
Clear communication helps everyone understand the idea of renewal.
Absolutely. We have more great ideas about making changes coming up next. Stay tuned.
We're just getting started on this topic of starting fresh. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
So, Alex, we talked about starting fresh, but sometimes a fresh start means leaving something behind, right?
That is a huge part of renewal. You cannot carry old, heavy bags into a new situation.
Exactly. I feel like I need to leave behind my habit of checking social media first thing in the morning.
Oh no, that is a very common bad habit. What happens when you check social media right away?
It steals my time and my energy. I start seeing other people's lives and I feel instantly busy and stressed.
I understand that totally. That moment is supposed to be your moment for coffee or quiet time.
I agree. So my fresh start is leaving the phone in the kitchen until 9 a.m. That's my concrete step.
That is a brilliant concrete step, leaving the phone in the kitchen. Simple sentences, simple actions.
What about you? Is there a habit you are leaving behind to start fresh this year?
For me, I'm leaving behind the habit of saying yes to every single request. I was always overcommitted.
Wow, that's a tough one. Saying yes all the time makes you very tired, doesn't it?
It makes me exhausted. I was doing 5 things for 5 different people, and I had no time for my own projects.
So your new beginning is learning to say no. How are you practicing that?
I practice it by pausing for 3 seconds before I answer. I don't give an immediate yes.
That pause is so important. It gives you time to think, is this good for my fresh start?
Precisely. I need to protect my time and my energy. This is a massive change for me.
I love that. Leaving behind the stress of overcommitment and starting a life of personal focus.
It is all about focus. When you focus, you can achieve your small goals much faster.
Speaking of small goals, I want to bring back the idea of the golden phrases we mentioned earlier.
Yes, the simple English phrases that listeners can immediately copy and use tomorrow.
We want them to practice saying, I am leaving behind and I am starting fresh with.
Perfect. I am leaving behind the immediate yes, and I am starting fresh with a 3-second pause.
Perfect. I am leaving behind checking my phone first thing, and I am starting fresh with quiet coffee time.
Notice, listeners, these are simple sentences: subject, verb, object. They're easy to remember and use.
Use simple sentences to talk about your life. Don't worry about complex grammar right now.
Worry about being clear. Clear communication is the key to a successful fresh start.
That's right, and we want to hear your ideas for simple, clear changes. Share them below.
We absolutely love reading what small, concrete changes you are making.
It's inspiring to see how many people are using this opportunity to reset their lives.
The feeling of renewal is universal, even if the action is just changing your coffee mug.
Or getting a new notebook. That always feels like a fresh start to me. A new, clean page.
Oh, buying a new notebook is one of the best feelings in the world. New possibilities.
I keep my old notebooks, but I start the new one on January 1st. It's a ritual.
That is a great ritual. It physically separates the old year from the new one.
It's a concrete object that represents an abstract idea, the idea of renewal.
We are using concrete objects to describe feelings. That is the secret to good conversation.
It makes it real. It makes the abstract idea of change something you can touch.
Can we talk about another concrete thing? I started eating a specific new breakfast.
Oh, tell me about your new beginning breakfast. Is it simple?
It is incredibly simple. I am leaving behind sugary cereal, which made me crash at 10 a.m.
Oh, the sugar crash is terrible. You feel good for 10 minutes, then terrible.
Exactly. Now I am starting fresh with eggs and 1 piece of toast. Protein, not sugar.
That's much better for energy and focus. You feel stronger for a longer period of time.
I feel so much stronger. It's a small change in my morning routine, but the impact is massive.
See, listeners, simple actions, massive impact. You don't need to move to a new country to start fresh.
You just need to change your breakfast, change your mug, or change when you check your phone.
And remember to use our simple phrases to talk about it. I am leaving behind X.
And I am starting fresh with Y. Keep it simple. Keep it clear.
We're excited to see which of our listeners tries the no phone until 9 a.m. challenge.
Yes, tell us if you try that. We want to know the results of your fresh start.
We have one more section coming up where we discuss how to encourage others who are starting fresh.
Encouragement is key. We want to give you the English words to motivate your friends.
We're going to talk about positive language next. Stay with us.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more tips on speaking English about renewal.
Ready to move to the next step of encouragement? We are.
Let's keep this energy going.
This next section is all about how to encourage people. I think simple words are the most powerful when someone is trying to change.
Absolutely. When someone is trying a fresh start, they need to hear specific, easy English words that boost their motivation.
Let's say your friend is trying to read one book every month. That is a big commitment for someone who never reads.
Instead of saying something complicated, you can just say, "You've got this." It's simple and sounds so confident.
You've got this. I love that phrase. It's short, clear, and very motivational for almost any situation.
Or what if they're struggling? Maybe they missed a day of their new habit, like running or drinking water. Don't let them quit.
Oh no, the struggle is real. My friend started walking every morning at 6 a.m. and she skipped 3 days in a row last week.
What did you say to her? You can't let those 3 missed days stop the whole fresh start and ruin the new habit.
I told her, don't worry about yesterday. Today is a new day to begin again. Just focus on the next step.
That phrase is perfect for English students too. Today is a new day to begin again. Copy that one and use it immediately.
Another great encouragement phrase is focusing on the effort, not just the final result. Say, I see how hard you're working.
Yes, we often forget that showing we notice the effort is a huge motivator for anyone trying to change their long routine.
I remember when I decided to learn how to bake sourdough bread. It was a disaster for the first 3 weeks of trying.
Wait, sourdough? That sounds incredibly complicated. What exactly was the disaster part of the process?
My first loaf looked like a heavy rock. It was not edible and it was so difficult to chew. I wanted to quit that same day.
Oh my God, no way. That sounds disappointing. So what kept you going? Did someone encourage you to try again?
My neighbors saw my sad, failed bread and my sad face and just said, keep going. Every attempt makes you better.
Keep going. Simple but powerful. It works for baking, running, or practicing a difficult English sound like the TH.
Exactly. When you're learning English, sometimes you feel discouraged because you make small mistakes in the sentence structure.
That is when you need your language friends to say, don't give up. You are definitely making progress every single day.
Progress is the key word to focus on. Focus on the small wins you had today. Did you use one new word in the sentence today? That is a win.
If you listened to this whole podcast episode in English, that is a huge win. You practiced listening and comprehension for a long time.
We want to make sure you have the tools to talk about this personal change. Let's review the simple, golden phrases one more time.
Phrase 1, I'm starting fresh with X. Use that subject-verb-object structure to declare your new beginning clearly.
Phrase 2, I'm leaving behind Y. That helps define the negative part you're removing from your life clearly.
And phrase 3, the most important encouragement phrase, you can do this. Keep going. Say it with confidence.
When you tell someone, you can do this, the tone is so important. Make sure it sounds genuine and supportive when you speak.
It shouldn't sound like a fake robot. It should sound like a true friend saying, I believe in you completely.
Speaking of believing, we really believe that continuous listening is the fastest and easiest way to improve your English skills.
It is the easiest fresh start you can make right now. Just listen to one more episode later today to keep the momentum going.
We're so happy that so many of you are already subscribing to the show. It helps us so much to keep creating these episodes.
If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now. It makes sure you don't miss any of our future talks about life and English.
And if you like this episode about new beginnings, please click the like button right now. Let us know that this topic is useful.
We check those likes, and it tells us which specific topics you find the most useful for your daily English conversation practice.
Alex, before we transition, I have one final fresh start idea I tried just last week that changed my mood.
Here we go, another routine change. Was it related to the time you drink your second cup of coffee?
No, this was about my desk. I always kept old papers and notes from 6 months ago, just sitting there in a pile.
Oh, the clutter. That physical mess of papers and objects can definitely affect your mental space and focus.
I spent 3 hours cleaning everything. I threw away all the old papers and organized my pens and notebooks.
Wow, 3 hours is a long commitment of time. Was the feeling of freedom immediate after you finished the work?
Immediate and absolutely amazing. Now my desk is clear and I feel like my brain is clear too. That physical change helped me.
That is the perfect analogy for a fresh start. Clear the physical clutter, clear the mental clutter. We all need that.
We want to hear about your clutter. Tell us something you're leaving behind this week in the comments section below.
Is it a bad habit? Is it old papers like mine? Is it checking your phone too early in the morning? Tell us about it.
Use the phrase, I'm leaving behind, and finish the sentence with your specific answer. We want to read them all.
That's the whole point of these episodes, taking the simple English we discuss and using it immediately in your real life.
We love reading your comments and seeing you practice the language we teach here. It helps us feel connected to you.
It shows us that you are truly committed to your fresh start in English. That's what we're here for.
Thank you for staying with us through this deep discussion on new beginnings and how to use positive language.
We have one more big topic to cover, which is how to sustain these new habits over the long term, not just for a week.
Staying motivated is maybe the hardest part of any change, right? Starting is easy, staying consistent is hard.
To keep the momentum, you must schedule it. I put everything in my calendar. I schedule my English time.
Really? I hate the calendar approach. I try to make the habit very easy so I don't need a schedule.
What's an example of very easy for you?
For my new habit of practicing English, I read just one simple sentence every morning. Just one.
Wow, one sentence? That seems too small.
It is small, but it's easy to do every day. Consistency beats intensity, right?
I prefer to do 30 minutes, but maybe I miss a day because I'm too busy.
See, I do 1 minute, but I do it every day. I never miss it. That's the secret to persistence.
That's smart. We're learning that the quantity is less important than the frequency when you start fresh.
If you can say, I did it, that's a small win, and those small wins build up your confidence.
But what happens when you miss your 1 minute? Do you feel bad and quit?
If I miss it, I simply start fresh the next morning. I don't punish myself.
That is the key phrase we need to remember. Start fresh again.
Yes, don't let one mistake ruin the whole plan. If you skip Monday, just start again on Tuesday.
That applies to every new beginning. Learning English, going to the gym, drinking enough water.
We tend to think that if we break the streak, we have failed completely, and that's a dangerous thought.
It's a mental trap. The secret is knowing why you stopped and immediately planning the next step.
Why is it so hard to start again after a small break? We lose the feeling of the momentum.
The routine feels heavy when you stop it, so you need a simple trigger to restart the engine.
I think the key is finding a simple trigger. For me, the fresh coffee smell is the trigger to open my English book.
That is concrete. I love that detail. My trigger is putting on my running shoes.
If the shoes are on, you must run. If the coffee is brewing, I must read my sentence.
So we're talking about persistence by using clear triggers and being kind to ourselves when we slip up.
Yes, we're not robots. We need kindness, but we also need simple, repeatable actions.
Let's talk about the idea of changing the habit if it's not working. Sometimes the fresh start needs a fresh plan.
Oh, I completely agree. If your 5 a.m. alarm makes you miserable, that's not a fresh start. That's a punishment.
A fresh start should feel exciting, not like a chore you have to complete.
The feeling must be light and positive.
If you hate the English textbook, try a simple podcast. Change the method, but keep the goal.
That's an excellent advice. We must be flexible with the process, but rigid with the end goal.
I want to achieve fluency. My process can be reading, listening, speaking, whatever works today.
We're emphasizing that true consistency comes from adaptability. You must adapt to your life.
If your schedule changes, you must change your habit time. It's important to stay flexible.
We have discussed so many great ideas about momentum and persistence in this segment.
This entire conversation has been about taking small positive steps and forgiving yourself for mistakes.
And using simple English to talk about those steps. Remember those simple phrases we've repeated?
We've covered triggers, consistency, and the importance of saying, I will start fresh tomorrow.
Now, before we wrap up this entire discussion, we need to ask our listeners a final critical question about persistence.
We want to know your persistence strategy. How do you stay consistent with your goals? Think about your new habit. How do you keep the energy high after the first month? Use simple English to tell us.
We're moving into our final bots, where we summarize the key phrases you can steal and use immediately.
We're excited to review everything we learned today about fresh starts and persistence.
Stick around for the final segment where we give you the ultimate summary of all the key English phrases.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our final review.
Welcome back to the final review of our discussion on fresh starts and keeping momentum high.
This segment is dedicated to locking in the easiest and most reusable English phrases you can steal and use starting right now.
We talked about the power of simple English. Remember the core philosophy. Keep your sentences short and clear.
Absolutely. If you can say it in 5 words, do not say it in 15 words. This helps with fluency and confidence.
This is the rule of the object. It makes your goal measurable and easy to track.
And we introduce the importance of the trigger, which links a current habit to a new habit.
For example, when I finish my morning coffee, I open my English book for 10 minutes.
That linkage is so strong. It removes the decision-making process, which is where motivation often dies.
We've covered so much ground today, from identifying triggers to celebrating small victories.
We hope these clear, simple English phrases help you talk about your new goals with confidence.
This has been such an incredibly useful and enjoyable conversation for me, Alex.
It has been truly amazing for me too, Gracie. We want to thank every single person who stayed with us until the very end for this summary.
If you found even one phrase useful today, maybe the "start fresh tomorrow" phrase, we need your help in return.
Yes, please hit the like button on this episode. That simple click truly helps us reach more English learners around the world.
It shows us that this type of natural, conversational English practice is something you value.
And if you know a friend who is also trying to start a new habit or just needs motivation to learn English, please share this episode with them.
Sharing is a powerful way to build a community and give someone the gift of accessible learning material.
And also, don't forget the most essential step for ensuring your future learning consistency.
Click that subscribe button right now. That way you'll never miss our next Real English Talk.
We promise to keep bringing you real, simple, high-energy conversations that you can use immediately.
Now, before we sign off completely, we absolutely need your answer to our final persistence question.
We asked you earlier, how do you stay consistent with your goals after the initial excitement of the first month fades?
Give us a concrete example of your strategy. Do you use a specific app? Do you call a friend for motivation?
Maybe your strategy is to use a visual calendar and mark an X every day you succeed.
Write your answer in the comments below using simple English. We are extremely excited to read every single comment.
We want to know your best strategy for keeping the energy high and the momentum going.
Use the simple phrases we taught you today to explain your method clearly.
Thank you again for being a vital and active part of our English learning community today.
Keep using those short, clear sentences, keep practicing, and remember the key lesson. Small steps are always better than no steps at all.
We wish you the absolute best fresh start this week and hope you achieve all your small, concrete goals.
Bye for now, Alex.
Goodbye, Gracie, and goodbye, everyone. We will talk to you next time.